Hello friends, good morning to all of you. Today I am here with excretory products and their elimination, part 2 of 11th standard. In this session we are going to discuss about mechanism of urine formation, function of tubules and mechanism of concentration of the filtrate, that is counter current mechanism. So let us start the session with mechanism of urine formation. Urine formation occurs in the kidneys. It involves three processes. They are glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. As we know that nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. Each nephron has a cup-shaped bag at its upper end, and this is called Bowman's capsule. The lower end of the bag, that is Bowman's capsule, is tube-shaped and is called tubule. The Bowman's capsule contains a bundle of blood capillaries called as glomerulus. When we look into the structure of nephron, we observe that one end of the glomerulus is attached to the renal artery that brings impure blood for filtration, and other end of the glomerulus is attached to renal vein. The function of glomerulus is to filter the impure blood, called as glomerular filtration. During filtration of blood, the substances like glucose, amino acid, salts, water and urea present in the blood passes into the Bowman's capsule and then enter the tubule of nephron. Blood is filtered so finally here that almost all the constituent of the plasma except the proteins pass on to the lumen of the Bowman's capsule. So it is called a process of ultrafiltration. The amount of filtrate formed by the kidney per minute is called glomerular filtration rate and is carried by juxtaglomerular apparatus. Glomerular filtration rate in a healthy person is about 125 ml per minute, that is 180 liter per day. During filtration, useful substances like glucose, all amino acids, most salts and most water are reabsorbed by the tubules through the blood capillaries which are surrounding the tubules, and that is why this is called as tubular reabsorption. Whatever the liquid left behind in the tubule of nephron is the urine, which is excreted out through urethra. During urine formation, the tubular cell secretes hydrogen ion, potassium ion and ammonia into the filtrate, and this is called tubular secretion. Thus, it helps in maintenance of ionic and acid-base balance of the body fluid. It is the diagram of nephron showing all the parts. Now let us see about the function of tubules. First is PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule helps in absorption of 70 to 80% of electrolytes and water. It helps in maintaining the pH and ionic balance of the body fluid by selective secretion of hydrogen ion, ammonia and potassium ion by absorbing bicarbonate ions from it. Now it is about Henle loops. Here minimum reabsorption takes place. It helps in maintaining the high osmolarity of medullary interstitial fluid. Next is about convoluted tubule, that is distal convoluted tubule, DCT. Here there is conditional reabsorption of sodium ion and water takes place. There is reabsorption of bicarbonate ions here and also there is selective secretion of hydrogen and potassium ions and ammonia to maintain the pH and ionic balance of sodium and potassium in the blood. Next is about collecting duct. In this part of nephron, absorption of large amount of water takes place so that urine become concentrated. It also helps to keep up the osmolarity. It also helps in maintaining the pH and ionic balance of the blood by selective secretion of hydrogen and potassium ion. This is the diagrammatic view of nephron showing reabsorption and secretion of major substances at different parts of the nephron. Here arrow indicate direction of movement of materials. Now let us discuss about mechanism of concentration of the filtrate, that is also called as counter current mechanism. Henle loop and vasa recta are responsible for concentrating urine by a mechanism called counter current mechanism. The flow of filtrate in two loops of Henle and vasa recta is in opposite direction, and this forms a counter current system. The two factors responsible for increasing the osmolarity towards the medullary interstitium are the proximity between the loop of Henle and vasa recta and the counter current system in them. The osmolarity in the cortex is about 300 m osmomole per liter and of medulla is 1200 m osmomole per liter, and this gradient is maintained by sodium chloride and urea. Sodium chloride is transported by the ascending limb of Henle loops, which is exchanged with the descending limb of vasa recta. Then sodium chloride is returned to the interstitium by ascending part of vasa recta. Likewise, a small amount of urea enter the thin segment of the ascending limb of Henle's loops, which is transported back to the interstitium by the collecting duct. So this mechanism helps to maintain a concentration gradient in the medullary interstitium and help in making the urine concentrate. This is the diagrammatic representation of a nephron and vasa recta showing counter current mechanism. You can observe the flow of filtrate in both is in opposite direction. So this is all about today's session. For any kind of doubts, thank you. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.